Speedrunners totally broke our game and blazed through our demo in 14 minutes. How did they do it? They've used this mechanic over and over again called Rupture. In this deep delve, I'm going to tell you about how we reworked Rupture, but first, how did Rupture used to work? So here's how Rupture worked before. Rupture used to deal damage whenever you applied more Rupture equal to the existing Rupture on the target. Additionally, it would count down each turn. This meant that the quicker you could stack a lot of Rupture and the more Rupture cards you were playing, the more damage you would deal with each consecutive Rupture card. This would also incentivize you to bring a deck full of Rupture cards. That means you only want units that have Rupture, and you only want to draft cards with Rupture. Obviously, this is a bit of a boring strategy. You're going to just look for cards that say Rupture on them, and you're only going to play cards that say Rupture on them. Worse yet, Rupture dealt full stagger damage, so this would even be a defensive option for you by staggering foes extremely quickly. This meant that all other deck building choices were not really important for the Rupture deck. You would just take Rupture cards. So, I completely reworked Rupture. It works totally differently now. Rupture now builds up on monsters until the monster becomes fully staggered. Then, it deals a burst of damage all at once. It still counts down each turn, so you want to still pile on more Rupture quickly, but it has natural synergies with other things. First, you will want to stagger enemies quickly in order to capitalize on Rupture. Additionally, you will want to only apply as much Rupture as you think is needed to kill the target. There's no point to stacking on more Rupture than needed. More importantly, Rupture no longer inflicts stagger, because it only triggers when the target is already fully staggered. Do note, there are some extra advantages to using Rupture. Rupture actually ignores both armor and barrier, so it deals direct health damage. It's basically the only type of effect that does that, so it still has a unique role in the game. There are also additional abilities that interact with Rupture, like Deep Wounds and Bloodshed, and of course, Stagger. So now your deck building possibilities are much greater. You'll want to have both Rupture cards in your deck and Stagger cards to deal the maximum potential of damage. Slam the wishlist button on As We Descend, and we'll see you in the next Deep Delve.